Expressions of peace, personal, powerful, and heart-to-heart.
Brad Collins and Linda Starwolf. My name is Delinda Chapman, and I am the host of The Learning Curve.
We're thrilled to be here, Delinda. It's great to see you again. It's really a synthesis of modern integrative psychological healing techniques and ancient shamanic techniques.
I actually started out working in the fields of mental health and addictions. I mainly started out supporting other people and then discovered that I needed to do some work myself, surprise. In that journey, I began to explore for deeper, more powerful, expanded ways. And that took me on a spiritual path that led me to breathwork practices. It also led me to Native American practices, and I met grandmother Twyla Nitch of the Seneca Wolf Clan Nation, became an adopted granddaughter with her.
Well, I think the truth is that as long as there's been humans on the planet, that they've been breathing, and just like little kids learn that they can alter their consciousness through breathing. I don't know if you used to do that. The truth is that right under our nose is this amazing ability to alter our consciousness by how we breathe. And so we can shift our consciousness through our breath, through sound, through community. We've developed over the years a way of creating safety and community so people can really shift their consciousness.
And
I would call the ego agenda. It's not necessarily a bad thing. We need to be able to stop at stoplights. We need to have ego structures in place. But the ego is not supposed to determine our spiritual journey. The spirit is key to our happiness on this planet, however we see that. And if we don't have a connection to something beyond rush hour traffic consciousness, if we don't have something that feeds our soul, if you will, and gives meaning and purpose to our life, then we are very unhappy. And we can see that with the rise of prescription drugs. So the altering of consciousness means to expand your consciousness. And when we do the shamanic breath work, what happens is that we settle down into our bodies. Most of us are living out of our bodies. People talk about having near-death experiences. I talk about why don't we have a near-life experience and come into our bodies. And as we go into our bodies, we begin to notice tension in our bodies, discomfort. We notice whatever the true feelings that we have are, that we're disguising or repressing. We allow those emotions to come forward. And as we release what we call physical, emotional, and mental blocks, there's a new awareness that comes in. There's an inspiration that comes in, might call your essential core self. And this frequently leads to an enlightenment kind of experience or a spiritual experience. And really that's about becoming a better human being is what it really boils down to. We ordain people as shamanic ministers, and so our work is really as spiritual counselors and working with people to develop their spiritual practice. And so even though I have a license as an addiction specialist, we work out as our center and in our travels and our workshops as spiritual ministers so that we can address the spiritual world if you want to. But we have a lot of training in the addictions field and the psychological field, so we can't help but bring that into who it is that we are, but we're not acting as your therapist. We really know that the healer is within. It's not just physical that happens. If we have the support that we need in the outer world to go through our emotional problems and our addictions, and we learn to tap into our inner self, that core self that I was speaking about, and give it license, give it permission to heal us, it will come in and heal these addictions. And we've helped many, many veterans and veterans' families, sex abuse, even physical illnesses. One woman had breast cancer and elected to go natural because they only told her she had 6 months to live. She lived 10 years past that. She's passed now. But she always said to me, if people would like to connect with us, they can go to www.shamanicbreathwork.org and see all that we're up to and our events around the country. And we're a lot of places. We're in 8 states just in the next 2 months. So, yes. We'd love to meet up with people all around the country. We have a retreat center in the mountains of western North Carolina called the Isis Cove Retreat Center, where people come and participate in many activities there, including celebrations, healing transformation, and training. We train a lot of professionals. We've trained psychiatrists, engineers, housewives, house husbands, people from all walks of life. The youngest we've trained has been 18. The eldest we've trained is almost 83, I think. So people love doing the work. They love doing it for themselves. They love doing it for the planet. And this is really a time now that this earth and all beings can really use the support of people who are awakening and aware and healing themselves in the world.